So now we're going to kind of get into the bowels of the engine a little bit. Let's go ahead and have a bit of a look-see, shall we? So we're in disassembly mode already. Just go ahead and just click.
No. Nope. No.
I would suggest. So now we can take the hose. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Up we go. And then insert the hose. And all the ship shape. We're looking good so far. Refueled. Oh no, didn't refuel the aircraft properly. He wasn't able to take off. Oh no. I filled both fuel tanks. Why couldn't he take off? And then it'll load the next day. So the guy's flown off. He's come back. Okay. Actually, I didn't take a note of that serial number. But I think this poor sod is come back again and is dealing with me once again.
No.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Plane Mechanics Simulator. And I thought I'd take a look at this game today because, well, it's on sale on Steam at the moment. Less than $2 if you want to go and pick it up. And I thought, why not give it a bit of a go? This is not a new game by any stretch. It's been out for a little while, for a number of years. I think it's been in early access, and it's had a very tumultuous and kind of controversial kind of reception on Steam, and it still has a bit of a controversial reception on Steam actually for the most part. If you go ahead and take a look at those reviews, some people think that it's still even not worth the $2 that it currently is, but I thought for such a cheap price I'd pick this up and just have a bit of a look at it today. The release date on the game on Steam actually is only February this year, but I know that's not true because some of those reviews go back to like 2019 and things like that. I'm just going to go ahead and take a bit of a first look at this game today. We're not going to do like any career mode or anything like that. I'm just going to do a mission or two and just get a feel for the game and just see what you all think about it as well. For those of you who haven't played it yet, or for those of you who have played it, feel free to let me know what you think about it as well. But without further ado, I've turned on expert mode. I've turned off the time limits because, well, they're not really that realistic. In real, the mechanic had to do what he had to do. I guess he had time limits, but we'll try and just do a bit of a casual play today. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the Bristol Blenheim, which is the plane that we're looking at today, right in front of us here, and go ahead and just repair that and just go through the mission list for the old Blenheim. So got here the Blenheim selected. I'm going to start new game, or start game. I've selected the hangar, 9 AM. What happens is you fix the plane, then it flies off, comes back again, then it's got a new problem. And if you don't fix it properly, the pilot may crash and all that kind of stuff, and then you'll get sent to the infantry reserves, or infantry front line, I guess, to live out the rest of your days as a soldier. So let's go ahead and start the game and just see what we're up against here. Okay, first mission of the day. Now the thing is with this game is the weather, I believe it's a little bit kind of dynamic as well. So mission to mission you'll get different weather, and you might get different weather even on the same mission sometimes. So you start the game off, you get this little clipboard view, and it kind of tells you what's wrong with the aircraft. So we've got here, pilots notes the enemy bombed our base in the evening. It's essential to repair all tools. In addition, please install the right rotor. I think they mean propeller. There's a bit of lost in translation stuff going on here as well, which I'm not really a fan of. It says here the previous mechanic didn't manage to install the right rotor or propeller. Don't go ahead and just click sign to confirm straight away like I did, because yeah, you're not ready to do that just yet. So just hit escape here and just have a little bit of a look around. This is the first mission for this Blenheim, and I thought I'd just choose this aircraft because I'm not really a fan of the old biplane that you start off with, the Tiger Moth. Let's have a look at this Blenheim in just a moment, but before we do that, we'll just take a look at our work area. So obviously this is the hangar location, which I've chosen, not the airfield location, so you can start in the airfield as well. One thing I do like about the game so far is the ambience and sounds and things like that. They're actually done quite well, so I do enjoy that aspect of the game, so that's good. Aside from that, the actual 3D models and things like that, I mean, yeah, they're not obviously groundbreaking Unity 5 kind of level stuff here, but I think for the purposes of the game, I don't think they're done too badly, and I do enjoy the old World War II era, so this kind of stuff is right up my alley. Looks like obviously in this mission the enemy has bombed the base, and it's funny because there's no holes in the hangar, so there's no bombs that have fallen through, and yet we've got all sorts of damage that's happened here which we need to fix. And you'll see there that on the other side here, this lift here as well has been damaged as well. It says fix the tool. So maybe all the shaking and vibration from the bombs falling around the hangar have kind of damaged everything. But yeah, it's just a bit weird that there's no actual holes in the hangar to indicate a bomb's fallen inside or anything like that. But we'll just go with the story, shall we? So fix the tool. And just hit space and oh gosh, and it's fixed. Okay, all right. And looks like this lift here. Now these, you can actually use these, but obviously it's broken at the moment, so we'll just fix this as part of the mission. Okay. One thing I don't like about this as well, I'm going to try not to be too negative about this game whilst I play it, but so far you can't walk everywhere, and that's just annoying. Like, why can't I walk over there? Why can't I go over to those crates over there? And it looks like there's a whole pile of damage here. Look at this. So this thing is, this gantry or whatever, scaffold, has clearly fallen over, but yet we're not able to walk over because quite literally I can't. There's like an invisible boundary right here. So that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? That's just not nice. So I don't like that. But we'll just walk around here and just see what else needs fixing. Looks like I've got another lift here which needs to be fixed. So fix the tool. Okay, now you can use it. So you can use things by just hitting the space bar, and then it says here take the lift. So you can take this, and then for example you can move it over to the aircraft, and it gives you a bit of a silhouette as to where you could install this lift, and then I guess lift up the aircraft for some of those missions that require that. But we'll just go and put this thing down for now. It's fixed, so it's all good. We'll leave that there. We've got here some coolant, looks like, and this is our truck here, which basically has all the spare parts. Now, would have been nice if they put some props and stuff in the back here, like some actual parts, some brand new parts. So for some of the parts, like when you look here, I figured out as well, this gear icon, this basically shows you what you're currently holding, I believe, and it will tell you if it's repairable or not. So if it's all no, then there's no point for you to go and try and repair it. The repairing is done over here, I should say, actually, and just at this little workbench. So some parts like carburetors and bits and pieces like that, you can actually come over here and repair it. And the repairing is quite funny as well, because it consists of basically oiling or lubricating certain aspects of the component. So it's not really repairing, I guess. It's more of a service, but I guess, yeah, part maintenance, but they call it repairing. For the most part, I guess if you do screw up fixing a part, because there's a little mini game when you try and repair the part on the workbench. If that fails, just come over here to the truck and replace the part itself. Just get a brand new part already. Okay, so it'll show you the part name and you just sign off on getting the new part. Okay, but I believe that does affect your score if you end up just buying new parts all the time instead of repairing the parts that you've got, if they are repairable. So you should focus on repairing them first if you can. This is our nice little Bristol Blindheim. It's seen better days. You can see here it's missing its propeller, and you can see here they've called it a propeller, but when you look up here in the pilot's notes, they talk about rotor. So yeah, I really wish I could just edit that and just make that say propeller. I'm sure you probably can if you modded the game somehow, if that's even possible. Okay, so I do like this whole feel of the game and the ambiance as well. You can hear planes flying overhead, even though you can't really see them, I believe. You can see out here we do have just basically your everyday World War II British base. And unfortunately, you can't quite move out there either, but that's fine. Now this obviously is your, well, not so obviously maybe, is your field truck. Okay, so you can interact with this little with these controls and things like that. You can move the hose around from what I've seen. All right, well, let's get into this anyway. So it says here, enemy bombed our base in the evening. I think we've fixed all the tools. It says please repair all the tools, so we've done that part. And it doesn't tick this off to tell you it's done. Okay, so it's not kind of cheating and saying, yeah, you've done that, you're all good to sign off. It kind of leaves you hanging. You're like, have I done it? I think I've done it. Second part of this, in addition, please install the right propeller. The previous mechanic didn't manage to do it. Okay, so we've got the new parts already on us, because if we go into our inventory here, we'll see we've got propeller screw, and they're all pristine. So all we need to do is basically install it. Now, if you look down the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you'll see a spanner with a minus icon. That needs to change to that minus icon means it's in disassembly mode. If you need to change that to assembly mode, just hit the 2 button on the keyboard and you'll see you get a little silhouette of it's asking us that we need to put our propeller on. And it's funny that we have to actually put this on blade by blade. So let's just do this. And this camera, once you're in assembly mode, is quite interesting as well. We'll just put these blades on like this. Now when it comes to disassembly side of things, you can't sort of disassemble some things before the other, and that's really funny as well. You'll hear the guy go nope, nope, nope. So we'll get there. Let's just put this propeller on. Okay, nice and easy. Then just right click to exit that mode, and I think there's no spinner cap or anything like that. F key kind of zooms in if you want to have a bit of a closer look. They've really done the 3D modeling of the engine and whatnot quite well, and you can actually like remove the engine covers and everything, and I'm sure you could get right into the bowels of this engine and remove the planetary gears and whatnot, and see the pistons and crankshaft and all that kind of stuff if you really wanted to. I'm not going to go that far in this mission because there's no real need, but I will. I think we're done here actually. So let's move on. Let's go ahead and sign off. And if I've done everything right, it'll tell me. And if I've done it wrong, it'll tell me as well. So okay, let's sign off. Oh boy, repair tools. Oh no, I must have missed one. Okay, good job. All right, I didn't quite repair all the tools around the place. That's interesting. And unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to exit this screen. You kind of have to either restart the task or continue career, even though I'm just in mission list. I don't know how that works, but anyway, at least we've fixed the plane. Okay, so the guy can take off. He's not going to die when he gets halfway down the runway trying to take off. That is the main thing, folks. Okay, so repair tools. I guess that's not a huge thing. I probably would have gotten more merit points, as they call it, if I did do this properly as well, but still got a good job out of it. You can get some real corkers in this final result from what I've seen in some of the reviews. So continue career, and then it'll load the next day. So the guy's flown off, he's come back, okay? And actually I didn't take a note of that serial number, but I think this poor sod has come back again and is dealing with me once again. Okay, so we were ambushed this morning. Our plane was hit several times in the fuselage. Please replace the glass. In addition, refuel the plane. Okay, so it's interesting that the windscreen is damaged, even though he says he's been hit in the fuse. Refuel the aircraft as well. Okay, so escape from this screen and basically just come around here and have a bit of a look see at the windscreen. Yep, okay, definitely looks like we've got some damage going on here. So we'll go ahead and just just replace this glass, I guess. Now, I think if you just click, oh, there you go, because we're already in disassembly mode. Just a left click sorted that out. Now if we go ahead and just have a look at our inventory, we can see here that we've got the glass in our inventory, and you'll see repairable no. So immediately you know, don't waste your time trying to go over to that repair bench and trying to fix this up. There's no point. Okay, just come over to this truck already and buy a new part. So you need to select what you want to replace. Count 1, glass front cockpit, sounds good. Sign off on that. Okay, and then that sound indicates, I believe, that the old one is gone and the new one is now in your inventory. You can see it's pristine. Okay, so just come over. Oops, nope, that's not what we want. I'll just press 2 to go into assembly mode. Put the glass back into the cockpit. That's I don't know what's going on here. Glass front cockpit. Some of the click spots here is probably not the best, but okay. All right, that's done. So that glass is now fixed up. Engines and all that, we haven't been told to touch them, so I guess they're fine. Not going to change the oil or do anything like that on them. But I'm sure we've got some real doozies ahead of us with some of these missions anyway. So let's have a look. What else did we have to do again? So basically refuel the aircraft now. So we've replaced the windscreen. We'll come over here to this fuel truck, and you can see here that we can now actually first probably what we need to do here is now I haven't done this bit. I haven't done this at all before, like refueling the plane or anything. So let's, whoops, nope. I do know that we need to get on, not get onto the ladder, but hang on. Just give me a moment here. We'll just come over here to the, there we go. I think we need the ladder first, don't we? So if we climb up the ladder like this, and then there's a way to get onto this wing. There we go, climb the wing. Oh, we're on the plane. Oh God. Where's the nose steps? I'm just walking all over this thing. I could be causing all sorts of damage to the plane right now just by walking on it. Let's go into disassembly mode, left fuel tank cover. Okay, so we'll take this off, and it looks like we need to just take these little bolts off like this. Ooh, that's nice. And then take that off. And I think now we're good to basically hop back down. It's best to do all of that first before you get the fuel hose in your hand, I would suggest. So now we can take the hose. There we go. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like how the fuel hose and everything is animated. A lot of games, well, some games I guess, don't really bother with that. But anyway, up we go. And then insert the hose. Okay. And now the hose is inserted. We can come back here, and there's no way to get this truck closer. It would be nice to get it closer, but anyway, I think there's a control here that you can refuel the fuel. Okay, so I think you need to twist this. There we go. And you see these little fuel tank animation here, gives you a little overlay. Okay, I think that's good. Now I wonder if we actually need to do the other side. Oh boy. Okay, let's have a look. See. So if we take, oh god, no. Let's see how things can get quite. No, God. Raise the ladder. I want. Not thinking here. Not thinking. Get up. We need to go up the ladder. Put away the hose. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to take a risk. We've just filled up only one side of the tank. So let's just... I don't know. Have we done this right? I'm just going to go with one side, folks, and just see what the game says. Maybe it's going to say, you didn't fill up the fuel fully. The pilot got halfway to Germany, and then he ran out of fuel, and he got captured as a POW. So let's just see what happens, shall we? All right. So, oh, it won't actually let me sign anything. Hang on. What's going on? Did I not? Oh God. Okay, I didn't put the parts back. All right. So let's go into assembly mode. Then we've got to put these little screws back in. There we go. And all the ship shape. Take the ladder out. Oops. I'm crouching down here, I think. I feel like I'm crouched. Uncrouch me. Uncrouch me. I'm too low. There we go. Let's see what it says now. Oh no, I didn't repair the windscreen. Oh boy. Pilot wasn't able to take off. You're incompetent. Oh no. Yep, there you go. So I'm being sent to the infantry unit. All right. So I'm just gonna do this again because there's no option to continue from here. So I don't know why on earth it didn't like detect that the windscreen wasn't repaired. Maybe I didn't repair the whole thing. Oh, we'll do this again anyway. Let's just get back in here. I'll sort this out. I'll sort this wagon out real good. Okay, so let's assemble. Okay. Actually, there's a diagnostics view as well. So if we just okay, yeah. Okay, silly me. There is actually some more damage. Is there? Is there though? No, there's a diagnostics view anyway. So that's what I missed. So let's take off this one as well. Yep. Okay. Never mind. I didn't do this properly. So you can see here that this part here is also damaged. So we'll take that off. Just like so. There we go. Okay. So the windscreen's all sorted out. Count 3, that's better. Replace parts. Okay, so now I've got, if I have a look here, I've got three counts of glass front cockpit. That's my bad, sorry about that. Doing a terrible job here on the first day as a mechanic, not replacing all the glass properly. Alright, so I think now probably just need to do the fuel. And raise the ladder. Now, is there another ladder There's only one ladder. Why is there only one ladder? That makes everything so annoying. Like, we should be able to put 2 ladders down here and just get this thing sorted out already. So let's just quickly do this from here. All right, so I'm just gonna speed this up, folks, because you don't need to see all of this. Just gonna refuel. That's the left tank. Now I'm gonna do the right-hand tank. Okay, so here comes the right-hand tank. I just had to do a whole bunch of moving around. Alright, so here comes the right-hand tank. It makes sense. You got to do things properly in the game. I do like this little... you can hear the difference in the pump when you turn it on and off. So it's good to... I don't think it makes a difference if you leave it running. But technically, if you left it like this and tried to unplug it, you'd have fuel going everywhere. And that's not modeled. Not that I know of. I don't think so, at least. Alright, so put away the hose. Alright. Okay, so I'll just put everything away and then we'll do a checklist again. And hopefully we're all done this time. Alrighty. Okay, so we're all done here now. Just put the ladder away. It takes a lot of time just to climb up and down and turn everything topsy-turvy and whatever. So we're going to go ahead and just sign off now and hopefully we're all good. We're looking good so far. Refuel. Oh no, he didn't refuel the aircraft properly. He wasn't able to take off. Oh no. I filled both fuel tanks. Why couldn't he take off? It's telling me that I didn't refuel the aircraft. Maybe I'm missing a fuel tank. I did both sides, but pilot wasn't able to take off. Yeah, no points, but I'm able to continue the career, so I'm not sure what's going on. So we'll just continue anyway because, yeah, whatever. Alright, last mission, folks, and then I think we'll call it for this video because I am mindful of the time as well. Okay, so after the last fight with the enemy, we have to cover the whole route using only the left engine. Okay, the right engine works, but the rotor does not rotate. I suspect the problem is not deep. Okay, so probably some sort of mechanical issue with the propeller gear or something like that. So fixed problem with the propeller's rotation. So don't quite sign that. Let's have a look. So, right, so now we're going to kind of get into the bowels of the engine a little bit. Probably more just the front part of the engine, I guess. But let's go ahead and have a bit of a look-see, shall we? So we're in disassembly mode already. Just go ahead and just click.
No. Nope.
Okay.
No. Nope. No. No, sir.
Oh, okay. That part is funny. Then that's what I was talking about just before. If you do things in the wrong order, you do get that. Okay, so right. Everything has to be done in the correct order. Now, as we're doing this as well, you can hit 3, which I did just earlier on the glass, and you can click and hold, and it will give you a bit of a condition. You can kind of just inspect things with your magical mechanics eyes, I guess, and just look at things at a surface level and just see what the condition is, because some of this stuff here could be damaged. It's worth just checking it out before you go too much further and start ripping things apart, because by the time you get down to the engine, you might find that your damaged parts are at the front and you've been just going down the rabbit hole kind of thing, and trying to find the issue when it was all back here. But in this case, everything is fine here, so we'll continue with the disassembly then. Just
nope. No,
oh,
sir.
God, okay.
No.
That part is quite funny, but anyway, I think we did already check this out, didn't we? Yes, we did. So these parts are fine, so we'll keep on digging as we do, being mechanics. And this is the fun part as well, so we have to just come in here and this is kind of like My Summer Car in a way, but you can just click and hold and move your mouse to each of the areas here of the bolts, and then yeah, it's not quite as infuriating as My Summer Car. I feel like My Summer Car was the one that kicked off all of this whole thing, although Car Mechanic Simulator has been around for a little while as well, but at least you don't have to choose different size wrenches like My Summer Car and kind of battle with flies and mosquitoes and all that kind of stuff and stress, as it were. Now that would be something, wouldn't it? It looks like we've got propeller reduction drive here. This doesn't really look like a reduction drive. It looks more like the feathering and propeller pitch controls. Normally you'd have the blades up here and they get rotated. Anyway, whatever. We'll go ahead and just inspect. Yep, okay, so that's fine. We'll just keep on going then, shall we? Ooh, okay, I think... Yep, there we go. Cam sleeve is damaged, so that's it. We've found the issue for our engine. It's basically this sleeve section here that's damaged and it needs to be kind of repaired. So we'll go ahead and just go back to disassembly mode. So hit 1, and then...
No, sir. No.
Oh gosh, that's funny. That is very funny. Okay, that's it. That's as far as we need to go. Do not go any further. You can pull this bearing off as well and just keep on going into the engine, I'm sure, but just for the sake of time, I'm not going to bother with that. So let's go into our inventory and just have a bit of a look-see here. And we can see here that cam sleeve is the damaged part. All these other parts we've had to pull off just to get to the cam sleeve, obviously. Now you can see here, cam sleeve damage, repairable no. So I'm not even going to bother going over to that workbench. Just going to come over here to the little truck. And you can see here, cam sleeve to replace 1, count, and replace parts. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so now we can come over and just confirm actually that we have got... No, what happened there? We didn't do it properly. Okay, cam sleeve, replace. That's better. What happened? I'm not too sure. Anyway, whatever. So come back here and then switch to assembly mode. Okay, and it automatically discards your damaged part, so it's just going to give you the repaired part, and that's nice and shiny. Okay, and put the propeller reduction drive on, which in my mind doesn't really look like a propeller reduction drive. Start putting these bolts back on. So anyway, I'll just speed this part up. Okay, well, that took a hot minute. We'll continue with the propeller screw. If you try and do things in the wrong order when it comes to assembly, it doesn't seem to really matter, it seems, maybe. I'm just doing this in any order now. It's funny that you do put the blades on the propeller on individually. I thought the propeller would be kind of one-piece unit, but I think that's it. And we know how this game... The one aspect of this game that I do like is it doesn't really tell you and hold your hand, actually. It kind of lets you fail in some ways. So you kind of have to cross your fingers in some way. Yep, the right engine works, but rotor does not rotate. We've replaced the cam sleeve, and that's fine. So I'm going to take note of the serial number this time, 3843, and just see if that changes. It's a bit sad that I didn't really take note of that. Sign to confirm. Yay! I'll tell you, my heart was kind of pounding a little bit just now. Not really, but I was a little bit nervous. Perfect job. Awesome. So now we get those merit points, and I think those merit points, the more you get, obviously, the better. Alright, so I think that's it. Continue the career, and we'll just see what we've got next. But I think we're going to wrap the video up here. Okay, so this is the next one, and look at this. You've got some weather effects here as well, which is really cool. I do like the lightning and thunder and all that kind of stuff, the rain effects that it does have. Just a shame we can't really go outside. Not that you'd really want to go out in the rain, but whatever. Okay, so if we have a look at this mission, yeah, okay, so it's the same plane, okay, so that's cool, and the pilot's name is always the same as well. So you're basically just getting the same guy coming back over and over again, and he's like, oh, I've got the same mechanic and he never does a good job and he never fills the oil up quite right, and there's coolant leaking all over the place, and maybe he hasn't filled the right hand fuel tank, and really I'm not happy with my mechanic. I think I'm going to leave it here, folks. This next mission, it says here left engine has a problem starting, and also the right engine howls when it's running. So that sounds fun, actually, to try and probably troubleshoot that one. Howling engine, that could be the... I'm just going to have a quick look at the exhaust. Maybe the exhaust has an issue here. That's not really the engine cover, that's the exhaust part. But anyway, yeah, they've kind of got the engine cover and the exhaust part merged together there. That's not quite right. And there's a starting issue here, so that could really be anything. But I think I'll call it here, folks. And I'll thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please let me know what you thought about this game if you want me to continue playing it. To be honest with you, I think I will do probably another episode or two on this game and just continue with the old Bristol Blenheim and see how far we get with it. Maybe try the Wellington, which is the other bomber type aircraft that's in this game. I do have a bit of a soft spot for British World War II bombers, if you haven't realized. It's a shame they don't have the Lancaster in here. I would be all over that thing in a heartbeat if it was. Okay, this doesn't look right either. They've got the light Yeah, okay. I think this game used to be early access and it was just released and kind of fixed up by a different publisher or something like that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, please share the video as well if you enjoyed it. Catch you all in the next one.
No.